Do you think that it's real Zion Williamson could be traded, Daniel? I don't know. It always felt like he didn't love being in New Orleans.
Yep.
He's just not available for the team, right? Even
Yep.
right now, he's out. And it's one of those things where you can't track. It's always these soft tissue injuries, right?
Mhm.
He got paid. You got the bag from him.
Mhm.
I just wondered, is he just not vibing with the city?
Yeah, I think he's not. My thought process, he's under contract until 2027. I'm definitely taking the cop-out answer here, but I think that they go trade a Brandon Ingram before. Brandon Ingram is on the roster. He is healthy. He's not fitting in with them.
Mhm.
Brandon Ingram's not. And I feel like if I'm the Pelicans organization too, I'm riding it out with Zion at least for another year. I think that these talks should be real. And I do see that Zion Williamson may not want to be in New Orleans. And I also see from the Pelicans standpoint, this dude, how many games has he played in his career?
Mhm.
If I had to guess, maybe less than 200.
Mhm.
So Zion Williamson, I believe, will get a chance this year to right this wrong. And I don't think that he gets traded by this trade deadline. And I think that would be the smart move. I think the smart move is, hey, you just signed this dude last year to a
Mhm.
5-year extension, and you're going to what? Trade him right away? I personally would trade a Brandon Ingram before I trade Zion Williamson. But Malik, there's teams out there that would love a Zion. We can
Mhm.
name a couple. If I'm the Houston Rockets, right? I go out there and I trade Jabari Smith. I trade Cam Whitmore. I trade a Fred VanVleet. And I say, hey, I give you those 3 guys. I give you 3 first-round picks, and you give me Zion. So I keep Jalen Green. I keep Reed Shepherd. I keep Alperen Sengun. I keep my wings like Tari Eason. And you are getting guys like Jabari, Cam Whitmore that can kickstart your franchise.
Mhm.
So that's how I look at a team like Houston Rockets. They are the one team that I totally pencil in saying, hey, they've got a boatload of assets, and they would love a star like Zion on there that can really go in there offensively and dominate. But yeah, Malik, I do think that these trade concerns should be real because
Yeah.
the dude can't stay healthy. And at some point, if it ain't working, it ain't working. We've seen them move off a guy in Anthony Davis. So I think the Pelicans right now they're fighting with themselves, right? You go out there, you made the trade for DeJounte Murray. I don't know. Is he out? He's out for a while. Hopefully he's not
Yeah,
out for
DeJounte Murray's out for a while.
and that's the part where you're going out here making these trades, but this roster wasn't even like a superstar roster. So I think that he won't get traded by this trade deadline. And I also think they're going to look at a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers,
Mhm.
Malik, that last year they dealt with injuries. They dealt with injuries to Darius Garland, right?
Mhm.
Darius Garland didn't look like himself after he had this terrible illness, got hurt, and they went into the offseason and said, hey, we're not going to mess it up. They
Mhm.
re-signed Evan Mobley to a big deal. They re-signed Donovan Mitchell to a big deal, and they
Just
kept
giving
their
out money to anybody. Yeah.
literally. Well, I like Evan Mobley.
No, I'm just saying in the NBA. I'm
Oh,
just like,
completely.
you could
40
be-
million to
yeah.
these dudes. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
these dudes are making a lot of money. And some dudes are like, how the hell?
Right.
Beyond me. But anyways, I think that they should really, at this point now, should look to trade Brandon Ingram. He would be the first guy. I'd say, hey, let's ship him out. Let's bring in somebody else because you got Herb Jones,
Mhm.
you got Trey Murphy. Brandon Ingram doesn't fit. And Zion, when he's healthy, works. I would be looking this offseason and next year saying, hey, Zion, what can we package you
Right.
for? But
you got to be able to look to get you got to be able to look towards your future and figure out who your franchise staples are going to be,
Mhm.
right? You got to be able to build around some people, and the best ability is availability. It really is.
Yep.